How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, you tell from the title of the video, this morning at Manchester Crown Court, Crown Square, Zak Bolland, David Worrall and Courtney Brierley were up on their plea of direction. For those that don't know the backstory, in December just last year, David Worrall, Courtney Brierley and Zak Bolland are alleged to have poured petrol into the Pearson family home, down the chimney, through the letterbox, etc, etc. Tragically, the result was the death of 4 children: Demi, Brandon, Lacie and little Lia Pearson. God bless them, may they rest in peace. The walked and angels, as we've called them. For those that don't know, I was involved with the fundraising for the family, and got loads of items and stuff for the auction and stuff, and for the fundraising day that we held in January. We raised a lot of money. Ryan Giggs donated £5,000 plus match tickets and stuff. The whole community came together to support the Pearson family, and rightfully so. Still in contact with the family to this day. My heart goes out to them 100%. But Zak Bolland, Courtney Brierley and David Worrall was charged with 4 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder in relation to mother Michelle, who's still in hospital. God bless her. We're praying for a speedy recovery for mother Michelle. Michelle's oldest son, who I won't name, and his friend. And then obviously arson with intent to endanger life, 4 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder and stuff like that. Now, they've got non-guilty, right, today in the court right now. I wasn't surprised that they've gone not guilty, right? I hoped that they would go guilty, which I'll tell you shortly why. But the reason that they've not gone guilty is because the family, the whole Pearson family, are going to have to relive this event over and over again during the trial, right? Minute for minute, second for second, hour for hour, the evidence, any CCTV, things like that. Obviously, fire brigade turned out, the police, and it looks like there was a long paper trail reference to the police. The police failed the Pearson family massively. Now, like I've alluded to, I was hoping that Zak Bolland, David Worrall and Courtney Brierley all pleaded guilty today to these charges. Why? Because I didn't want the family, the Pearson family, to have to relive the events of that fateful night in December. And if they had anything about them, any class, any little tad of remorse or anything, they would have pleaded guilty. So the family, it would have saved the family from having to relive that fateful night again. Unfortunately, they're absolute scumbags. They're going to be found guilty, guys. Obviously, we've got to use the word allegedly. But the fact is, they fucking done it, right? And who targets children, right? When they're in prison. 2 of them were in Forest Bank, and Courtney Brierley, at her last court hearing, her solicitor, barrister, said to the judge, she's not going to be able to attend in person at the plea of direction because she's been sent to a prison down south in London. Now, there's only 2 prisons. Now Holloway's closed, there's only 2 prisons in London. You've got HMP Downview and you've got Cat A Bronzefield, right? Which is the home of Johanna Dennehy, the serial killer, Mairead Philpott, people like that, right? Now, they've been on protection, right? They was in the segregation unit. Zak Bolland and David Worrall were in the segregation unit at Forest Bank. How do I know that? I was out and about. I bumped into a prison officer from the prison, from Forest Bank, who used to lock me up when I was a prisoner there just last year. I asked him, and he obviously told me. Obviously, Courtney Brierley went to a prison in London, and like I say, now Holloway's closed. It's Downview or Bronzefield and stuff down in Surrey. But the fact is, yeah, they're living a life in protection. They're fearing for their own life. They're fearing for their own safety. There was a newspaper story written by Richard Wheatstone in the Sun newspaper stating that Brierley had been attacked in Style Prison and Worrall had been attacked in Forest Bank. Not true, guys. the newspaper, the journalist Richard Wheatstone used to work for the Manchester Evening News, now works for the Sun. And simply put, guys, right, he took a rumour on social media and he put it into print. Typical journalist, lazy journalist, to put that story out there, guys, right? The trial's set for January. They haven't been attacked at all. Obviously, I know people in the prison system. I speak to a lot of people in the prison system. The father of 3 of the children is someone that I know personally through prison. I won't mention his name out of respect. He's sat in strange ways, and I can't even imagine what he's going through, being locked in a cell 22, 23 hours a day, knowing what happened to your three children. God bless them, may they rest in peace. Tragic event, guys, right? Prisoners that are in the prison system that are guilty of child murder, paedophiles and rapists are all detested within prison, and they're all housed on their own wing and stuff, the VP wing, yeah. Now that's a choice, yeah. Now there was a guy from Liam Dean from Wakefield. He was convicted of killing a 2-day-old baby, landed at the jail. This was at Armley, Leeds prison. Could have gone on the numbers, decided he was a big man, went into general population. What happens to child murderers in prison? Yeah, you guessed it. He paid with his life. He was murdered in prison, and rightfully so. You're not going to see any, you're not going to feel any emotion from me or feel sorry for the kid. Do you know what I mean? You murder children, that's what you get. With these three now, the fact that they've gone not guilty, why have they gone not guilty? They know they're going to be found guilty, but the fact is, apparently, from what I've heard, is they're stating that they didn't mean to murder the 4 children. This will be rejected by the jury, but it shows where they're going, right? Murder, if you take away intent from murder, what are you left with? Manslaughter. They're trying to pursue, and their barristers will actively be trying to pursue a manslaughter charge, because obviously manslaughter, you're talking a couple of years per victim, as opposed to what I believe, because now they're going not guilty and they'll be found guilty. For those that don't know, if you go up on an offence, doesn't matter what offence you're up on, if you plead guilty at the earliest opportunity, you'll get a third off, right? The Courtney Brierley, David Worrall and Zak Bolland, they've got nothing to lose by running trial, unfortunately, because they're fucked either way, right? But it shows that they're going to try and go down the manslaughter charge. This will be rejected by the jury and stuff. And you can't pour an accelerant like petrol into a property while people are sleeping, right, and expect to get off with a manslaughter charge. But again, it's all going to come down to intent. Now, the fact is, you don't climb up scaffolding on the two houses either side of this property, right, and pour petrol down the chimney, right, if you're not trying to murder the family, right? And like I say, the accelerant, that in itself is it while people are sleeping, right? That's arson with intent to endanger life. It resulted in the deaths of 4 of the Pearson children. God bless them, may they rest in peace. Michelle is on the long road to recovery. Michelle's oldest son, him and his friend were able to get out of the property. But like I say, they're going to try and go down the manslaughter route. This will be rejected by the jury. They will be found guilty of murder, 4 counts of murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, and arson with intent to endanger life. And whatever other charges may arise and stuff, I'm not sure of the full extent of the charges, but I know that they're definite. 4 counts of murder, 3 attempted murders, and arson with intent to endanger life. There's going to be the trial's supposed to be next month. It's been penciled in for next month and stuff. My thoughts and my prayers go out to the Pearson family massively. Feel for them a great deal. Today at court, there was members. I wasn't there personally, but there was members of the Pearson family who went, and I understand why they went. For some reason, Worrall, Brierley, and Bolland's family was there as well. They was being held separately, and the police were in attendance, right? Because obviously emotions are running high, and rightfully so. But I don't understand why their families went knowing that they was going to plead not guilty. There was nothing to be gained by that. They should have stayed away. And when it comes to the trial, Brierley Worrall's and Bolland's family should stay away again, right? The reason that the Pearson family are going to be in attendance, and I understand why, is they want to see how the event unfolded. Obviously, everyone knows what happened. God bless Demi, Lacie, Brandon, and little Leah. We all know what happened, right? But they want to be there to see exactly what happened and stuff. And the fact is, guys, right, the police, right, they've referred themselves to the IPCC. For those that don't know, IPC stands for Independent Police Complaints Commission. They've recently changed the name of that. But the fact is, it's police officers wiping the arse of the police force. Former police officers wiping the arse of current police officers. It's as simple as that. They failed the Pearson family, which resulted in the deaths of 4 of the children. And Mother Michelle was obviously tragically fighting for her life and stuff, right? We're still praying for Mother Michelle. Hope to God she pulls through and everything. Like I say, I'm coming to this from a criminal's perspective and stuff. Them 3 in prison will have to live the rest of their lives on the protection, on the numbers, because if they come off the numbers, guys, honestly, they'll be targeted and they'll be killed in prison. They'll have a price on the head, right? 4 children they'll be in prison for murdering, right? Like I say, we've seen what happens to child murderers in prison that don't go on the numbers. They pay with their lives, right? Now, Bolland, Brierley, and fucking Worrall, right? Like I say, we've got to use the word alleged, haven't we? But like I say, when they're found guilty, I believe that the judge will have no alternative than to pass down a whole life tariff. For those that don't know, whole life tariff means you'll never gain parole and you'll never leave prison. You will die behind bars, and rightfully so. It was a cowardly act. Who the fuck targets a sleeping family in the bed by pouring an accelerant like petrol through the letterbox, through windows, through the fire, down the chimney, right? It was a cowardly act, right? The Greater Manchester Police have failed the Pearson family. Bolland, Brierley, and Worrall, smirking, fucking smiling, arrogant faces, right? Put yourselves on. My advice to Worrall, Brierley, and Bolland, tell you what, take yourself off the numbers. Get out of the segregation units, right? And get into general pop, right? For those that don't know, general pop means general population. The fact is, they wouldn't last a few hours, right? They'd be attacked within an inch of their life. And that's what deserves to happen to these scumbags. I speak to people in the prison system. I get people that contact me and stuff, asking about these lot, what prisoner they're in, blah, 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 right? And asking for updates and stuff. Because they'd like to meet the acquaintance of these scumbags. Like I say, if they're that arrogant that they think they're untouchable, come off your fucking protection, you scumbags. Right? Get into general pop and see what happens to you. It won't last 2 minutes, guys, right? Prisons are very lawless places, guys. Understaffing, violence and stuff. Prisoners will be judge, jury and executioner in that instance and stuff, and they'd stop at nothing to punish these 3 scumbags, right? The trial's set for next month, for April. The trial could take anything up to 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 weeks. It depends, guys. Every trial's different. And it'll all play out. But sadly for the Pearson family, who I feel a great deal for, unfortunately, because of Bolland, Brierley and Worrall going not guilty, the Pearson family are going to have to relive that fateful night over and over again during the trial. Sad state of affairs. If Worrall, Brierley and Bolland had anything about them, they would have pleaded guilty. But like I said, they had nothing to lose by pleading not guilty. And by doing so, like I said, the Pearson family are going to be put through that pain and suffering all over again. My heart goes out to the Pearson family. If they need anything, I'll be there for them. Ice cream man just arrived, guys. Gone on for 14 minutes now, guys, right? So I'm going to do this video here, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Rest in peace, Demi, Lacie, Brandon, and little Lia Pearson. Praying for Mother Michelle, speedy recovery and stuff. And again, condolences, and my heart goes out to the Pearson family. God bless you all, guys. Stay safe and speak to you all soon. Bye.